Hello, everyone. We're coming to you from Greece. I'm in Greece actually, and Susan is in Sedona, and we're still trying to figure out the synergy between what's happening in both of the countries. And Susan said, "Zephy, you go first today," so I'm going to go first. And I will say that the energy that I've been feeling here, it's two things. I've been feeling that people are not listening to others, first of all. And then, second of all, I've been feeling there is a lot of fear around it. And I don't know why people are afraid. And even if people are working together, it feels to me that they would like to have that people's, their friends and their energy and their input, but at the same time, it feels to me like they want to show their power. So it's been like a mixed thing for me, and I don't know if Susan agrees with that. It's been like a mixed things with people feeling like that I don't know how to explain it. They feel like they're not very stable, so they don't know how to stabilize themselves. So if they have power, they think they want to be more powerful than you. It's kind of like a competition. The energy feels like people are competing with each other. Mm. You're laughing.
But there's an oddness going on.
Okay.
In several cultures, this is the time of harvest, lamas, or whatever you want to call it. It's a time of harvest. And interestingly, when I've been in the grocery store, and I know other people in different grocery stores, there's this issue going on about produce and harvesting. And it's if you put it in those terms, it's like, what did you harvest? And did you harvest too much? Do you have too much bounty, which makes your ego grow because you've got so much and now you're going to hoard it, or you're going to share with everyone, which is the energy of that. And it's it's an oddness going on, is all I can say.
I agree with you. So I think it kind of matches to what I'm saying, because if one person has more harvest than the other, people are competing who does it better. It's a very similar energy. Maybe, in Sedona, it's in the grocery store. For me,
yeah.
For me, it was very interesting. I did a session with someone, and this person really wants to work with me, and he goes, I know you're very powerful, but if I do this, I'm more powerful than you. I'm like, well, okay. It's kind of like that kind of competing, and I'm like, okay, so you could be, but what you show me, that thing that you're showing me, that symbol, it's my protection. So how can you make me lose my power or whatever? So it's kind of like that. This is what I've been feeling. People want to, like put other people under, even if they come to you for help.
Exactly. That's that reactive thing. And that's what I'm noticing as well. It's like, it doesn't feel like community coming together and sharing the bounty and sharing the harvest. It doesn't feel like that.
No.
It feels like there's still this reactive, angry type energy going on. And then maybe when we all settle down and we can settle into the energy of it, because these are intense energies that are going on right now. And if we can settle down into it and stop trying to react to it and just take a pause, take a breath, and not try to spew everything out onto other people.
I agree with you. And, this is a very interesting, in a sense, new moon that we're going to. According to the Vedics, a lot of the Vedic astrologers that I listen to, and I know they're friends of mine, they're saying there's going to be an intense fear coming up this month. And that's showing me right there, it confirmed to me of what I've been seeing and what I've been feeling, that competition. People are afraid. People are really scared. There is something about it. There is something about that. I don't know what it is. And it's really interesting. It's very interesting.
It feels like your entire world is falling apart and nothing that used to work for you no longer works, there's a lot of fear around that. Is like, how will my world look when everything has changed? And
Exactly.
everything is in the process of changing right now. And that is fearful when you're used to, I do A, I do B, I get C. And now it's like, nah, Z equals N and L might be P. So people don't know how to respond to that. So they react, and they react with anger, which is the underlying fear base, which is what they're projecting. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think people are worried about, um, what do I want to say? About, not about who's in control.
Mm, mm.
Do you think that's part a lot,
Well,
like the losing
they're
sense
worried
of
about,
control?
they're worried about everything.
Yeah.
You know, pick any subject, pick any topic, and people are worried about it. And when you're worried about it, there's fear. And like I say, when your world no longer looks the way it used to look, what do you hold on to? What do you grasp? And so, in that grasping and trying to hold on to things, and there's a lot of fear that someone's going to take what I just was able to grab onto. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. You're right. So, it's really interesting that we have to like kind of warn our viewers that, not to get into that energy, because that energy is very controlling. Fear
Right.
has the root of controlling us. And then we're not really friendly to each other. We don't create community. We really just, we allow that to take over. And that's a very interesting energy about that.
Absolutely, and it is surprising. I mean, it is very interesting that it comes up during this harvest time. So that's where I keep going with it. Is like, oh, can you share with your neighbor? Can you share? Or are you going to grasp and make sure that you hold tightly what you have, which is going to put you into the fear?
Yeah,
So it is
exactly.
time of trying to take a breath, don't react. Remember, we're all in this together. Try to share what you can share, appreciate what other people have to offer, and we'll ride through this.
I agree. And, also, I think a lot of that fear comes from the root, you
Mm,
know,
mm,
it's
mm.
family, it's transmuted to you through family. So also look at that very, very intensely, and forgive and open up your heart and go into that space, except instead of reacting. Don't
Right,
really accept that energy to take over you, you know?
right, right. They said pick any topic you want, and there's going to be fear around it.
Exactly. I agree. It's
When the
very
whole
interesting.
world is changing, when the whole world is changing and all the structures are changing, yeah,
Well, they're saying by 2020, nothing's going to be the same.
exactly,
As we know
exactly,
it, it's not going to be the same.
exactly, yeah. So be kind to one another. Take that breath. Do not react. Just know we're all in this together. And when it feels that intense and you want to react, pause,
Yeah,
breathe.
exactly. And if people, like call it light use switches, because that's what happens, they light us up and then we react. Just
Mm.
like you said, take a step back and just take a deep breath, go for a walk or do something and don't engage. Just do not engage this month. For this week for sure, but
No
hopefully
engagements this week.
we're going to come back to you, but we kind of warn you for the whole month.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think that is the energy of the week is do not react and do not engage in that. There's a TV show in America, Mr. Rogers, and his saying was, "Won't you be my neighbor?" And
Hmm.
so maybe if we can be neighborly towards people, and that would be our motto is like, "Won't you be my neighbor?"
I agree.
Instead of trying to, you know, be be the lone wolf.
I agree.
Mm, yeah.
So we just want to say thank you for watching us. We really appreciate you. And if you have anything to share, or if you want us to talk about any subjects, we decided just with the energy of the week, we really want to start talking about subjects that you are interested, and we would love to hear from you. Please, leave us a note or a comment and let us know what you'd like us to speak about, as long as we can speak about an issue that it's right now at this moment, what's happening everywhere, whatever you see. So thank you for watching us. We really, really appreciate you.
Thank you.